So this is a segment I'm gonna call Recall's DC animation pitch because I don't know if I've actually said this on Recall before because I've said it so many times over on Krypton Report. But I'm just gonna go ahead and pitch this. A few years back, about 7, maybe 8, maybe 9, DC Warner Brothers Animation did basically 2 sequels to Batman 66 anim- as an animated film, and they're fun. And I need to revisit them. And um, I got thinking like there's been such an explosion with the comics. They did Batman 66 comics, Wonder Woman 77, but they haven't done Superman 52 yet. 51? I don't know what they call it. Superman 50s. Um, so it's very interesting. It would be funny if it was Superman 55, but no, it's not. Um, or it could be because that's when it ended. I don't know. I gotta look at my dates. I'm just rambling. But anyway, there's all of these scripts that have been written and talked about that they own, and I wonder what the deal is and everything of how like maybe royalties would work or whatever if they made them direct to video sequels. Um, for example, the biggest being Superman Lives, with Tim Burton. Uh, what would that look like as an animated film? Nick Cage can still voice it. That'd be a pretty big thing. Uh, I know that the DC universe is in this weirdness now. We're not getting things like we did, and I think that's kind of a negative, to be honest. We're not tapping into having an animated line. We're going for synergy, but we're not building the product with enough synergy. We've been stuck in the Gunverse because everything that we have gotten has been James Gunn. But think about if we would have gotten uh, the Flash movie that David S. Goyer had written. That could have been an interesting film. Or, I think of Justice League Mortal, another one that people really wanted to see. That was a big one that was coming. Why not have that as an animated film? Let's see what that script would have looked like brought to life. I think about the Batman. I know there were stories for the fifth Batman Schumacher movie. And then now we exist in this universe and where we have these Batman 89 comics, but then we have Batman Resurrection and Batman Revolution. What would be like a Michael Keaton based third animated Batman that would follow right after Batman Returns? Or if we use one of those, you know, um, in between Batman and Batman Returns. There's all these scripts that you hear that was written and made um, that never saw the light of day. That it would be really neat to see these brought to life. The unproduced, yeah, we'll never see Batgirl like that. I wish we did. That one still gets me. But I just feel like you could just, release the animation, bring back. Uh, it really bums me out that we no longer have this animation side. The last thing they did was really Crisis, and then we got the Watchmen, which the Watchmen were good. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I don't think Watchmen was ever released physically or not together. And then they released Aztec Batman, and that one just kind of felt like it was like everyone forgot about it, because there was no hype for it. There is no building machine like we used to have. We used to get one a year, then two, then we were getting four a year, and then we get some extra ones like the Batman 66 animated films that were just these extra. We had the the Catwoman one that was kind of borderline manga, anime. That's what I was looking for. We had the anime Suicide Squad, and then the Justice League Ruby or whatever. Those are the like extra ones. Same thing with the Samurai Batman. You know, those very anime. Um, so I mean, we were eating good, you know. And then you'd have the one-offs, and then you'd have the continuity films, and we were enjoying that. And the continuity ended. We got the Tomorrowverse, which just never really, I think, had the chance. And I just think that by stopping that whole thing, you've really killed something that people were relying on that was really feeding your product. And now you've slowed down. You don't have anything really. So my thing is, if you bring back maybe some higher profiled animated films using scripts that people have wanted to see and uh, stories and animation that really help fill it out, maybe we can bring back some power. Or, you know, still think Batman Beyond would be awesome. What are your thoughts?
I recorded this before learning of the news of the Nightfall release, so I'm hoping that maybe that this will be an ongoing thing.